Hello, hello, hello. This is Carol Carter, and welcome to Mike Cobb's Offshore Investment Report. And today, numbers 5 and 6. Now, some of you regular viewers are going to say, finally, okay? The rest of you are about to see, because every week we've been promising to do numbers 5 and 6 on Mike's most frequently asked, most important questions for offshore investing. So today we are going to do it from the jungles of Belize. Mike, welcome. Welcome. I'm waiting for Tarzan to appear in the background there.
There you go, man. There you go. Jungles of Belize right here. Hey, by the way, Carter, I might have to disappoint today. We might have to keep people waiting 1 week longer. Okay. I want to talk about Belize. And so by the way, next Wednesday, I will be in a hotel room in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So let me assure you, there will be nothing interesting in the background or right? But today there is. Okay, look at this. Look at this.
Today your background's fascinating. Next week we're going to see, I guess, corn. I don't even know what they have in Iowa.
Well, yeah, I'll be at the Courtyard Marriott in Council Bluffs, so I'll probably have some wonderful cheap art behind me in the hotel room. I don't know. Oh goodness.
Yeah. So today we're not going to talk number 5 and 6. Very quickly, we're starting to be like when I was a kid. There was a TV show called Ellery Queen. Okay, it was a mystery show, and at the end of it, he was all. You remember it? Remember at the end, he would always say, I want to introduce you to my wife. We never saw the wife every week.
Never met the wife.
Well,
right.
Next week. So that's next week, folks.
Exactly.
Numbers 5 and 6. There we go.
We'll see. I think so. Council Bluffs, Iowa. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about there that's global. So 5 and 6 is a perfect choice. Yeah. So just, and I don't have a whole lot of time this morning. So maybe we can make this one a little shorter, but I just want to update folks on some really exciting stuff going on in Belize. I'm here in the jungle. I'm in the mainland. I'm at a property called Table Rock Resort. I'm at the lodge. And this was a property purchased by a U.S. investor who asked ECI to come in and operate the property for him, manage and operate the property. And there was an incredible staff that was already here. Carla is the manager, and then the restaurant staff. I mean, everybody here is tremendous, and they all continued on. So we kept continuity of staff. Tremendous folks here at Table Rock. It's in the jungle. It's on the McCall River, and it is just spectacularly beautiful. Right around us are incredible Mayan ruins, caves for cave tubing. They're turning this property into and they're turning this property into a birders destination. They just brought out 2. I guess there may be 4 or 5 official bird certified in the country of Belize, and they just brought 2 of them out yesterday to begin their official bird counts, to begin their bird book and stuff like that. So if you're into the wildlife of all kinds, I saw a gibnet this morning. A gibnet is what they call you're gonna like this one, Carter, the Queen's rat. Now, I don't think anyone's eating it here, but they do eat gibnet in Belize, and it's kind of like I'm not even sure what it'd be, like a groundhog. That's about the closest animal you could say.
Did you say the Queen's rat?
The Queen's rat. So when the Queen was here many years ago, maybe 20, 30 years ago, she ate gibnet, and so it became the Queen's rat. It kind of is like a I don't know, like a groundhog kind of animal. Little small.
Sounds kind of like that rat you see on Duck Dynasty, that they're always running over. Kind of like a groundhog. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a groundhog. Exactly. I've had it. It's actually delicious. I've had it once over the 26 years that I've been working in Belize. But anyway, but the reason this is really important is not all that gibnet and stuff is, we the investor also acquired a property right next door, and we will begin sometime by the end of the year. We will begin offering jungle resort properties along the McCall River. He has installed a huge solar system. This place is already most percent off grid, 100% solar between now and the end of the year. And he installed enough capacity to provide power to the property next door as well. And we've got some beautiful garden areas. He's got maybe 20 acres of mature orange groves producing. We're going to move to a very large organic garden so that there will be absolute food resiliency on this property as well. So some really neat things happening here. And as we get more and more information, we'll certainly make it available. But Carter, you're the first to hear about it. Okay.
That's fantastic. Now, this essentially, this is kind of off the grid, right? Your new development will be kind of off the grid. It sounds self-supporting and self-sustaining. Am I right?
Yes, correct. 100% off the grid by the end of the year. Again, with a beautiful river flowing by it, so continued water source. The new solar system that is being installed is 240, so it will absolutely be able to pump. So you can get 2, 3, 4 horsepower pumps to be able to pump water up the hill to the agricultural areas.
Wow.
Yeah, Carter, 100% off the grid, self-sustaining, and in fact, take a look at another resort called Blancano, and it's spelled very French, and I can't even begin to spell that word. But if you look up Francis Ford Coppola's Jungle Resort in Belize, Francis Ford Coppola, after he made Apocalypse Now, said, you know what? I need a boat hole. I need a place that like I can go to. So he bought this property not far from here, maybe 15 miles from here, and created Blancano, which is the same kind of thing. Self-sustaining, off the grid, agricultural resilience. And so what we're going to be doing, but it's a resort and it's spectacular. I mean, each room at Blancano it was designed by Francis Ford Coppola. Each room is like a movie set, Carter. You go in there, it is just like, wow.
Wow.
And, and the woman who designed this, Colleen, she did very similar work. I mean, I'm not in my room, but just elegant, wonderful. It just in harmony with the surroundings, being in the jungle. It's spectacular. I'm trying to see anything to show you here, but nothing right around me, so to speak. But it's neat. But unlike Blancano, which is only a resort, right, for overnight guests, what we're doing here next door on the piece of property that he just acquired is to build something that people can own. And if they're not here, they can put it in a rental program, and Table Rock will manage the rentals and
cash flow,
that kind of thing. But if somebody wants to cash flow, but if somebody wants to live in it and live, in the jungles of Belize in a off-grid, agro-sustainable, resilient environment, this would be absolutely a place that they could do that. So anyway, yeah, you guys are the first to hear about it, man.
It's fantastic. Let me ask you a question. What about the size of the homes and the price? Have you thought much into that yet? Have you zeroed in on that? Because obviously that's the first question we're going to get.
Of course. So I think we're going to look, we always try to shoot for a product that's in the low 100s, right? Because a lot of people don't have a lot of money, right? But they still want this lifestyle, or they want this plan B, or they want the investment that'll cash flow for them, right? So we always shoot for product that's under 150. Sometimes we can even get it under 100, which is tremendous, right?
Fantastic.
Although supply chain issues, the inflation of things like concrete, steel, wire, copper, PVC, because PVC is made out of oil, of course. All of those kinds of price pressures have pushed people to get 100K properties, but below 150 now, I think is still very reasonable and very doable.
Fantastic. And that's for a 1 or 2 bedroom? Around 150?
Sub 150 is usually a 1 bedroom. Yeah.
Good. Spacious, very spacious 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
And in a year from 6 months, a year,
we should have product announcement by the end of this year and begin construction, probably January, February of next year. Right. Yeah.
What's the weather like where you are? Is it mild year round, autumnal?
No, I mean, in the daytime, it's warm. I mean, it'll get into the high 80s, low 90s in the daytime. Nighttime temperatures, low 70s. So it's probably I wouldn't necessarily call this, springtime all the time. But I have to say the evening temperatures in the 70s are very, very comfortable. Daytime
Yeah.
temperatures definitely can be warmer than I like, but I think a lot of people like 80s, low
Yeah.
90s. I think a lot of people enjoy that weather. I like it a little bit cooler, but
A little bit of freeze up here, right on the weather. But the weather, so the weather is early summer, folks, is what he's saying. Early summer
there
weather
you go.
all year round, which to me
Yep.
is very nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it hot. I like it a little cooler in the evening. One final question about it. On the river, can you swim and boat?
I've never seen anybody with a motorized boat, but we have several canoes. I think we have 3 or 4 canoes here. We have tubes. You can go tubing. People do swim in it. So yes, it's
Wow.
definitely a recreational river. I, I think where you and I are from, Carter, we'd call it a big creek. It might be, I mean, it might be 50, 75 to 100 feet across. I'm thinking it's about 30 yards. Yeah, it's about 30 yards. So, it's 100 feet across. Um, and maybe there's probably some swimming holes where it's deeper, but generally it's 2-3 feet deep. So canoeing, tubing, perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Very nice. So it's the best of both worlds. For someone like me who loves to be on water but not in it, I can boat. For someone like my wife who loves being Honduran, loves being in the water, she can jump out of the boat.
There you go. Exactly, and float along, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can watch her float around. Well, this is fantastic. And what is the name? What's the name of it again? Because so people can watch for it at
Oh,
ECI Development.
well, yeah, yeah. So we don't actually have the name figured out for the property yet. But if you just shoot us an email and say, "Hey, interested in the Belize jungle property," something like that, we'll know what you mean, and we'll add you to the list and make sure you get the information when it becomes available. So yeah, Carter.
Well, please feel free if you want. I'm just saying, if you feel free to call it Carib Carterville. I mean, it just you know what the heck.
Thank you for the offer, Carter. Uh-huh. Uh,
All right. And what we'll do is let's promise everybody we will give an update every 3 months. What do you think? With pictures.
I missed the question, Carter. Sorry, we're cutting in and out some.
How about we promise everybody we'll give them an update every 3 months with pictures.
Absolutely. Yes, we will certainly keep people
Fantastic.
updated. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Carter, thanks, man. Sorry for the poor connection, but I'm off to play in the jungle, okay? I'm gonna go.
All right. Say hi to Tarzan and Jane and Boy for us. All right. Thank you, Mike. All right, folks. For those who, like me, prefer the mountains, the woods, that type of thing, this is ideal. And remember, it's a Mike Cobb community. It's going to be a Mike Cobb community. So it's going to have all the amenities. So watch for it. We'll keep you posted. Let's do this thing.